òun blame Donald Trump mo kàn rẹ́rìn-ín bí tí mo wà yìí tí àwọn èèyàn wà yìí gbádùn báyìí. You are not a serious people, honestly. President Trump of the United States of America tó fẹ́ dá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí báyìí ó ní every reason láti dá sí. Ìdí ni pé téèyàn méjì bá ń jà àbí kí n sọ pé
lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń lọ náà la mú wá o ẹ̀yin náà ẹ ṣáà ti gbọ́ lọ́tún lósì ẹ rí gbogbo ẹ̀ bó ṣe ń lọ káàkiri orí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára àwa tiwa lórí ìkànnì náà la mú wá ẹ̀yin bàbá ẹ̀yin ìyá ẹ̀yin ènìyàn mi dáadáa mo déwèé mi ọmọ yín o Àkàlàmàgbò TV lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Donald Trump àti Nàìjíríà ìbéèrè ni mo mú wá tí mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí ẹ dá mi lóhùn lórí comment section kí ni nǹkan gan tí à ń fẹ́ kí ni nǹkan tí à ń fẹ́ ṣé kí Fúlàní kan gba ilẹ̀ wa la ń fẹ́ èwo la fẹ́ mú nínú méjèèjì ṣé ká ṣẹrú k'Amẹ́ríkà wá gbà wá sílẹ̀ kán wá invade Nàìjíríà àbí ká ṣẹrú Fúlàní èwo la ń fẹ́ nínú méjèèjì lóòótọ́ àwọn ẹ̀rí máa jẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀ kò sí ìlú tí Amẹ́ríkà bá lọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ lọ ràn lọ́wọ́ nǹkan mìíràn bá lọ bẹ̀ o ẹ má yẹ ká tanra wa ìtàn pọ̀ lóríṣiríṣi ẹ wo ohun tí Iraq ń dojúkọ lénìí àwọn ló jẹ Iraq run ẹ wo Libya ẹ wo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ààrẹ Libya Gaddafi tó jẹ́ pé president ìgbà náà èyí tá a mọ̀ sí Barack Obama òun kò kábàámọ̀ lẹ́yìn ìgbésẹ̀ tó gbé wọn ò fẹ́ ìlọsíwájú fún Áfíríkà wọ́n rí pa ń lọ sí ìdàgbàsókè mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí nǹkan yé wa lórí ìkànnì ní àṣálẹ́ kẹ́ tó wo àwọn fídíò tá a kó wa lóríṣiríṣi ni o ẹ make sure kẹ́ wò tán àwọn fídíò bíi mẹ́ta bíi mẹ́rin la fẹ́ papọ̀ tí ẹ fẹ́ wò ẹ gbọ́ gbàǹkangbè ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yin ènìyàn mi. Amẹ́ríkà wọ́n release àwọn prisoner kan wọ́n pín wọn káàkiri Áfíríkà Nàìjíríà kọ̀ láti gbà o Nàìjíríà kọ̀ láti gbà wọn prisoner yìí ìyẹn jẹ́ ohun àkọ́kọ́ tí àwọn Amẹ́ríkà ní sínú against Tinubu ẹ wo àwọn ohun kan àlùmọ́nì èyí tí a mọ̀ sí lithium Nàìjíríà ló ní èyí tó pọ̀ jù Nasarawa ló ní the largest lithium in the world tó fi ń ṣe bátìrì ṣe báwa ò mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ Tinubu gbé ẹsẹ̀ lé pé ẹnikẹ́ni tí ó bá fẹ́ wá nílò lithium kó wá sí Nàìjíríà kó wá dá fátìrì sílẹ̀ wọ́n ní wọ́n gbé lọ sẹ́niwé mọ́ ara nǹkan tó ń kó lára nǹkan àlùmọ́nì wa nìyẹn bẹ́yẹn ẹ wo dọ́là sí náírà ń sìn bó ṣe rí wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ lé lórí ìfà Dangote ní òun fẹ́ mú dọ́là ó lóun fẹ́ sọ dọ́là di pépà ìyẹn jẹ́ tí àwọn àgbà ohun kòkó ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà bá jẹ́ kó ṣe ń ṣe ní tìyẹn nìyẹn o àwọn oríṣiríṣi nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ tí wọ́n kó lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà bíi crude oil Tinubu gbé ẹsẹ̀ lé o oníláyéláyé wọ́n ń jà nílé kejì báwo ló ṣe kan ẹni tó wà nílé kẹta inú àwọn kan ń dùn wípé Amẹ́ríkà nígbà tí èmi gbọ́ inú mi dùn tó dáwọn Boko Haram wọ́n kọ lẹ́tà sí ìlú mi l'Ondo State inú mi dùn but látìgbà tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ wọn ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ wọn ò dá sí wa why now that is the question tá a máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ ara wa ohun tó kọjú sẹ́nìkan ẹ̀yìn ló kọ sẹ́lòmíì ẹ ò gbọ́ perspective for everybody lórí ìkànnì láwọn fídíò tí mo kó wá lóríṣiríṣi ṣùgbọ́n tabawo lọ tabawo bọ̀ àwọn Fúlàní pa wá lọ o àwọn olórí wa ò dẹ̀ ní kọ̀kọ́ láti ṣe sí agbára wa ò ká wọn ṣé àwọn yẹn ní ìjọba Amẹ́ríkà ń wá bọ̀ láti wá gbẹ̀mí láti wá pa wọ́n fún wa ni láti wá kojú wọn wọ́n làwọn fẹ́ wá kojú Muslim against Christian ìyẹn ni òye wa ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa jẹ́ ká tẹ̀ release àwọn fọ́nrán ìkẹ́ ìwò lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà kò ní bàjẹ́ o èmi ọmọ yín náà ni.
mo kàn rẹ́rìn-ín bí tí mo wà yìí tí àwọn èèyàn wà yìí gbádùn báyìí. You are not a serious people, honestly. President Trump of the United States of America tó fẹ́ dá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí báyìí ó ní every reason láti dá sí. Ìdí ni pé téèyàn méjì bá ń jà àbí kí n sọ pé àwọn kan máa ń wá síbì kan wọ́n máa ń pa àwọn èèyàn kan àwọn tí wọ́n ń wá síbẹ̀ yẹn tó lọ ń pa àwọn èèyàn yẹn kọ́ ló máa lọ report right ẹni tí wọ́n lọ ń pa àbí lára àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n ń kú ló máa lọ report ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn àwọn kan lọ gbéra lọ ń pester Trump òun ní kọ́kọ́ and other western government ni wọ́n ń pester kọ́sẹ̀ lè dá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí because àmì ẹni tó kàn kan ṣe yẹn wọ́n ti rí yẹn ṣe dáadáa at least bóyá tọ́rọ̀ yìí bá pariwo báyìí bóyá Tinubu bàbá wa tẹ́ gbé síbẹ̀ lọ́sẹ̀ ìdìbò bẹ̀rẹ̀ tá a fi lẹ̀kẹ́ sí díẹ̀ bóyá wọ́n á rí nǹkan ṣe sí wọ́n pariwo yẹn síta wọ́n ti try Trump tó sọ̀rọ̀ náà báyìí kì í ṣe pé wọ́n ní good intention kì í ṣe pé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà l'Amẹ́ríkà náà tó fẹ́ wá dìde in support of Christians in Nigeria wọ́n wá ní good intention bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ nítorí understand bí politics ṣe ń work àwọn people yìí náà wọ́n fẹ́ kí àwọn section kan l'Africa kọ́ra wọn as saviour náà ni wọ́n mọ the main problem tó wà ní kìíní yìí wípé àwọn politician wa ló sponsor insecurity wọ́n mọ̀ wípé yes lóòótọ́ Christian ló ń fara gbájú nínú killings yìí bọ̀kùn sí pé wọ́n pa Muslim náà àwọn Muslim náà àwọn jihadist náà tó ń pa àwọn èèyàn ní Nàìjíríà náà àwọn náà kàn ń pa Muslim díẹ̀ so that kò ní lè dàbí pé war against Christianity alone so wọ́n á lè rí jihadist country jihadist nǹkan tó fẹ́ impose lé gbogbo Nàìjíríà lórí wọ́n á lè rí ṣe ní ìrọ̀rùn ẹ̀ ní lè fojú gbogbo pé Christian ló fẹ́ wipe out kò kí n ṣe pé wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ wipe Christian náà out completely in Nigeria ohun tó fẹ́ ṣe simple wọ́n fẹ́ make sure wípé wọ́n subdue yín wọ́n gba ilẹ̀ yín lọ́wọ́ yín wọ́n wá impose sharia law lé yín lórí that is what they are doing. ta ló gbàgbé interview Commander Ọláwùnmí mo post ẹ̀ láìpẹ́ yìí Commander Ọláwùnmí ní Channels TV àwọn tí wọ́n sponsor kínní yìí they are within Nigeria àwọn tó ń fún wọn ní ammunition ló jẹ́ wípé àwọn western country yìí pẹ̀lú tó túmọ̀ sí pé àwọn náà pẹ̀lú àwọn tó ń sponsor ẹ̀ why are we lying to ourselves? Tinubu kò ní kankan tó fẹ́ ṣe ń gbẹ̀yẹn ju pé àwọn tí wọ́n ní Nàìjíríà ti bá ṣàdéhùn ohun tó bá dẹ̀ lè takù ló máa takù kò lè takù insecurity Tinubu tó bẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ takù ẹ̀ ẹ̀yẹn ní kò ń expose àwọn orúkọ tí bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ń sọ pé àwọn DSS yìí ní lọ́wọ́ àwọn orúkọ táwọn military ní lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yẹn jẹ́ kí Tinubu expose ẹ̀ ìgbà ilẹ̀ máa understand pé Nigeria is not for you it's for some set of people company lélẹ̀ yìí tó yẹ pé Tinubu náà ti wá pẹ̀lú àwọn stakeholder báyìí tó bá gbọ́ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ yìí kó má gbẹ ìwọ ló mọ̀ Tinubu Yorùbá ni ó ti ṣèdí bẹ̀bẹ̀ láti filẹ̀ kẹ́ sí ìwọ ló mọ̀ àwọn tó ń da Nigeria rú they don't think about tribe at all bóyá ló mọ̀ they are not thinking about your tribe they are not thinking about their tribes all they know is that they want to make Nigeria their own and turn it to Islamic state. kí ló ṣe wá tá a wà realistic báyìí náà tá a kò máa ń fi gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ a kò máa ń fọwọ́ pa gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ lójú a kò máa ń ẹ̀yin Christian Nigeria ẹ má lọ dunú pé Trump ti sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ má gbàgbé pé àwọn pípù yìí náà lọ gbé ẹ̀sìn wá fún yín lọ́ fi sọ ayé wa di báyìí o lọ́ fi sọ yín dẹni tí ò lè jà fúnra yín tẹ̀sẹ̀ ní láti lọ pe ìlú míì kọ́ wa máa bá yín gbèjà yín tó sọ yín di ẹni tí ò lè dìde kó kọ̀yà fún ara ẹ̀ tó sọ yín dẹni tí ò lè kàn kò gidi sọ pé no a fẹ́ dojúkọ gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì nǹkan tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì yìí ṣe fún wa yóò sún wọn ọ ti fi omi tútù sí yín lọ́kàn ọ ti jẹ́ kó yé yín wípé kò sí ìjọba tó wà ní ipò tí God of the Bible yóò mọ̀ sí gbogbo wa kàn ń ṣe rádaràdà lu yẹn ni kí n má sọ pé gbogbo wa kàn ń ṣòṣì rádaràdà là ń ṣe rádaràdà ni àwọn pípọ̀ yìí tó máa fi yín ka scores ní sí yìí o America wọ́n fi yín ka scores o gbọ́ mi United States of America wọ́n á fi Nigeria ka scores wọ́n á fi Christians Nigeria wọ́n á fi ka scores tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá díje sí for that revolution tá a ti ń pariwo fún yín kí gbogbo yín storm ilé ìjọba Nigeria kẹ́ ẹ force Tinubu ìrànlọ́wọ́ kan tó tẹ̀lé ṣe fún Tinubu nìyẹn because kò lè dá àkọ́kọ́ ṣe ibi tó wà yẹn kí gbogbo yín dìde kẹ́ ẹ force Tinubu láti ṣe kí ni o láti ṣe the right thing kó mention orúkọ àwọn tẹ̀ ń sọ yìí ẹlẹ́mọ̀ tẹ́fẹ́ face ẹ̀dẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ pé ó yá níbi tẹ́sí sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kọ́ organize referendum nígbà tó bá organize ṣẹ́ dáwọn terrorist tó bá wá kú lọ́dọ̀ tí nígbà tẹ́yìn bá gbòmìnira ní gbogbo different region yín ẹ̀ wá lọ ṣe fún yẹn wá lọ face wọn láwọn tó bá kú nugbo yín tó kúrò mbẹ ẹ̀ wá lọ face wọn ìwọ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ń sìn kó lọ face terrorist sí tó bá ní arrest yẹ kí ló rò pé ó fà á tí Gani Adams ò fi lè sọ̀rọ̀ jáde kí ló rò pé ó fà á tí Sunday Igboho fi sọ pé ẹjọ ẹ release ẹgbẹ́ kíní kúrò lórí kíní mi òun náà mọ̀ pé òun kàn lè kò gírí lọ báwọn ó ti understand Nigeria báyìí sí ó ṣe understand nsìn tó Tinubu ò tó láti ṣe anything ẹ̀yin èèyàn tẹ kóra yín jọ tẹ ẹ kọ̀ tẹ máa ń fi àwọn tó bá jáde tó bá sọ pé ó yẹ ẹja ṣe báyìí tẹ máa ń fi wọ́n ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ ẹ̀yin gọ́gọ́gọ́ lè ṣe many things ìdẹ̀lẹ̀ ní láti ṣe òpọ̀ rárá but laziness ló ń ṣe yín just gbogbo yín ẹ fi títì everybody either kẹ́ ask for the resignation of everybody in government àbí kẹ́ ẹ béèrè wípé ó yá referendum nísinsìnyí lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ gbogbo end bad governance head band head kìíní kan end ìgbà kan that revolution must ask for referendum right now not in the constitution no kò sí pé kọ́jà business constitution kọ́jà àmà àjòkò kọ́jà àmà ìyẹn kọ́ ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí ìtàlẹ́ máa wà tẹ́tí máa ní ó yá ẹ fẹ́ rí organization yẹn ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí referendum yẹn ó yá ẹ fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ rí pé yẹn long time ó máa ti pẹ́ jù ẹ dissolve unity àbí ẹ dissolve rádaràdà tẹ́ ń pè Nàìjíríà yìí ẹ yẹ kó ní kálukú lọ face àwọn tó wà ní gbogbo ìlú ẹ̀wò ká máa wò bóyá máa dúró sínú Yorùbá lẹ́wà fi ń ṣeré bí ọmọ ìjò yìí tó bó òṣojo tó yẹn ṣùgbọ́n ojo Nàìjíríà àti pé politics lẹ́fi sọ gbogbo adójó báyìí Yorùbá ní nǹkan burúkú máa wà ní gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ máa wò náà nǹkan burúkú wà nígbó wa a máa sá kúrò lórí ilẹ̀ a ti mọ̀ pé tá a bá face wọn àwa lọ́tún máa face padà ní ìjọba gọ́gọ́gọ́ they will descend on us. That's why you see Gani Adams, a whole Gani Adams. You think Gani Adams is a small person for Yoruba land? Do you know the number of people Gani Adams control? Forget pé bàbá òkè sábà sọ̀rọ̀ àbí nǹkan ìgbà kan àwọn bàbá yẹn ti fa wà láàrin nílùú yẹmọ èèyàn tí OPC ń control ni yẹmọ èèyàn tó wà nínú OPC ni OPC lásán tó bá jáde tí àwọn tá à ń sọ yìí wọ́n máa gbàbọn lọ́wọ́ wọn ni kò ń ṣe pé kíní o ká tó wá sọ pé kágbẹ́kọ̀yà tó wá parapọ̀ pẹ̀lú wọn a máa gbàbọn lọ́wọ́ a máa gbà báyìí ní gbogbo nǹkan tó gbé dání tó dàbí nǹkan tó fẹ́ pa Nàìjíríà run lójú yẹn we will command it and collect it from them kò sí nǹkan tó lé ń bẹ̀ rárá ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tá a fẹ́ ṣe fún tó bá ṣe rí àti rí bó ṣe rí àti rí bó ṣe ń ṣe ẹ̀yin lè ran Tinubu lọ́wọ́ o tẹ́ bá ti wá ràn lọ́wọ́ tẹ́ flood títí tẹ́ béèrè fún referendum àti kẹ́ ní kọ́ dissolve Nàìjíríà tó bá ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ó yẹ dá ìtókù dá àwọn tó pẹ̀lú àwọn olófìsì àti àwọn ọ̀dà ẹgbẹ́ Sunday Igboho ti dá ẹgbẹ́ kan lẹ́sìn irú ẹkùn lọ́pẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ yẹn náà ò lè dá nǹkan kan ṣe o àfi tí ìjọba Nàìjíríà tó bá sọ pé yes àbí ìjọba state wọn kankan tó bá sọ pé ó yá àfọwọ́sí wọn ò dẹ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ìdí ni pé wọn ti gba state kini o state police kékeré lẹ pé wàhálà tó wà Nàìjíríà ni ẹlòmíì ò understand dákùnṣe máa sọ̀rọ̀ lóṣèlú á máa bú àwọn táwọn sọ mú kàn wá wò ni pé we are all unserious in that country we are all unserious we are not àti gbé tribe yẹn ga ju prosperity tó yẹ ká gbé sókè lọ tí ó bá ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tó yẹ kí gbogbo àjọ panu pọ̀ ká máa bá Tinubu ká máa ran Tinubu lọ́wọ́ pẹ̀lú critics wa ká fi ó ń ṣe pé critics yẹn máa kì í ṣe pé kò sọ pé ayé ti bàjẹ́ yẹn kọ́ let him know the problem of Nigeria ẹ rán létí àwọn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà Tinubu á lè mọ nǹkan tó ń fẹ́ takù àbí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà Buhari á lè mọ nǹkan tó ń fẹ́ takù ó mọ gbogbo ẹ̀ kò tiẹ̀ ready rárá torí pé condition tó gbé sí nìyẹn nígbà tó fẹ́ di president mo já ẹ tán ó kù sẹ́mi àti ẹ lọ́wọ́ o ó kù sẹ́mi àti ẹ lọ́wọ́ Amẹ́ríkà máa fi ṣe ọmọ àtúnfi yín cascos tí wọ́n pa wọn ò kí ẹ̀ tí ó yẹ àwọn ò kí ẹ̀ o tó bá gbọ́ pé nǹkan tó wọn tó fẹjọ́ sùn wọn tó bá sọ fún wọn pé northern part of the country ní kíni ẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ tó bá invade north àti Christian ten sọ yìí àti Muslim náà máa fara gbà sọ́mà ní kí Christian bọ́ báyìí kí Muslim bọ́ báyìí ọmọ àfi yín cascos wọ́n kàn waste life yín dànù Amẹ́ríkà wá kí ẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà àgàgà bọ̀bọ̀ tó wà ń bẹ̀ yìí Trump no care o kò sẹ́ǹdì yín rárá o kò máa fi yín cascos kì í ṣe pé nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe jẹ́ ní o kò ṣe pé mọ̀ pé tó ń bá ti ṣe kíní yẹn àwọn Christian máa dunu ẹ̀mí náà làwọn tó fẹ́ gbà yẹn náà o àwọn terrorist dance on pa yìí ó lè má involve náà àwọn tó bá máa ju bọ́ǹbù àkọ́kọ́ bọ́ǹbù ẹ̀kejì sí o àbí àwọn tí troop America bá máa invade lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ lẹ́ǹkejì ó lè pẹ́ wọn just innocent northerners lọ́kàn máa invade o ọ máa fi yín cascos.
Let them come. Let Trump come with his America and with you people, you all die. This lunatic. He wants to annex Canada. He wants Iceland. He wants to kill the president of Venezuela. He wants to kill the supreme leader of Iran. He wants to finish up Yemen. This sick lunatic. And that's why when they talk about America is a sick country, a country of mad people, insane people. And that's why they can elect a mad, insane idiot, a lunatic. That's why they can elect a lunatic as their president. That's why they can elect a lunatic as their president. South Africa is committing genocide against white. This one. But he cannot see the genocide in Congo. He cannot see the genocide in Gaza. He cannot see the genocide in Sudan. South Africa is committing genocide against white. Nigeria genocide against Christian. He wants Iceland. He wants to annex Canada. He wants to kill the president of Venezuela. He wants the president of Colombia to never step foot on American soil. Who wants to step foot on American soil? What's there for me to go and see in America? What is there for me to go and see in America? I thank God Tony, Biafra can stand without a job. Thank God. So please, let us sit down. Let us give these Igbo people their country. Let us give them let them go. What are they doing in Lagos? What are they doing in other people's land? Let them just go. Come to Nigeria, you die in Nigeria. Maricon, AJC, you will die in Nigeria. Let Trump and you people come. That one will assure you, you people will die here. It will be your graveyard. Nigeria will be your graveyard. Everybody knows that people are being killed left, right, and center in Nigeria. This is not a lie. But is it Muslim? Is it Muslim? Is it Christian? I'm a Muslim. Who is in the oasis of non-Muslim? Non-Muslims. What I am today, I was not made by Muslims. What I am today, I was made by non-Muslims. You people talk too much. Don't worry, we are waiting. We always tell you, we don't just talk, we perform. We don't just come, we perform. In an oasis of non-Muslim, I became secretary of the first convention of Ijaw Youth Council, organizing secretary of the first convention of this thing. I became the secretary to organize the first convention of IYC in Abonima. I became the first vice president, the first deputy president, and the second president. It's an honor Ijaw people had given me. Tony, let them come now. Allow the Americans to come. Which America? We are growing up. We said 12 days war. How many days war had gone? We will finish. We will do this. The world is waiting. The world is waiting. The monopoly in science and so on by one group of people is gone. We have entered a new era where everybody eyes is open. So many empires had risen. We saw the Egyptian empire, we saw the Greece empire, we saw the Roman empire, we saw Persia, we even saw the Muslim empire. They all fell. Maybe Trump is the coroner for the fall of the American empire. Maybe Trump is the coroner for the fall of the American empire. This man just stands up, he stands up, when he wakes up, he just says whatever. Are we talking of Muslims or am I not a Muslim? Nnamdi, am I not a Muslim? Let them not say most Christians have been killed. More Muslims have died in Nigeria than Christians. A group of evil people are killing people. And some of us had made effort. Yes, Daniel, I plan to fight America. Daniel, Jerry, yes, I plan to fight them. Are they not human beings like us? When the time comes, you know whether we'll be able to engage you will know whether we'll be able to engage them if they will live here. Let them come down. Maybe they'll fly in the air. They will come down. When they come down, whether they will live here. I think their own, if one person dies, it pains them so much. Let them come.
Oh my God, so I'm very excited, very, very excited that President Trump has finally designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern. You see, on Tuesday this week, Tuesday, October 28, 2025, around 11 a.m. Oklahoma time, that's Central Standard Time, United States, I got a call from Jesse Sutherland, the policy advisor to the senior senator from Oklahoma, Senator James Lankford. That's one of the signatories to Senator Ted Cruz's bill. The message was just simple and direct. Frank, can you write a reminder to the letter sent to this office to be forwarded to the Department of State? So the Department of State, that is the office of the Secretary of State of the United States, Marco Rubio, was asking for a reminder because they don't want to act so moto. They want to act as a response to a call made by Nigerians. So I wrote that letter immediately and sent to the office of Senator James Lankford. That was on Tuesday, October 28, 2025. And today, which is Friday, October 31st, 2025, by 12:29 p.m., Jesse Sunderland, the policy advisor to Senator Lankford, called me. And his message was just direct. Hold on, the senator wants to speak with you. And Senator Lankford was like, Frank, the president has just designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern. So I want to thank all those Nigerians who have been advocating for this, starting with my bishop, the bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Makurdi, Bishop Anagbe, and all the Reverend Fathers of Benue origin in the United States here, and very particularly to the guys at Equipping the Persecuted, very great man, Judge Saul, who has been there for Nigerian persecuted Christians, the guys at Truth Nigeria, Doug Barton, who himself was a former staff of the State Department, and Mike Arnold, and of course all the senators and the House of Rep members. You know, Trump has officially designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern, which was our call. When Yerwata happened on June 13 and 14, I told myself that Yerwata would be the catalyst for a lot of things to happen to shake the very foundation of Nigeria in the war against terrorism, especially Fulani terrorism and the genocide against Christians in Nigeria. Yerwata served as a catalyst. The killings of 13 and 14. And so I want to say, my kinsmen in their graves, they'll be happy that the world is taking an action over the genocide that has happened. But very importantly, we so much desire this country of particular concern designation because it will change a lot of things. First of all, a lot of people were asking the implications. I've said it in several of my videos. There'll be trade embargo in Nigeria. There'll be arms. They're not doing anything with the arms. They are giving arms to soldiers, and soldiers are just shooting in the sky anytime these Fulani come to kill people. Nigeria have been crying for Tucano all this while. They've given Nigeria the Tucano US, and they've done nothing to stop this. Okay, if you go through Trump's statement very well, he say, I'm hereby designating Nigeria as a country of particular concern, and that is the list of it. Observe that. He say, and that is the list. The list is the designation. The most important thing is what comes on after this designation. These guys have the list of all those guys who are doing these things. They will freeze their account. They will place a travel ban on them. They will freeze their assets all over the world. They will go after them. And when it is becoming too hot, They'll intervene directly themselves, the way they release some stuff to Iran. So the way the Air Force base is just right here where the two B-2 Spirit bombers are. It's just right here. And then they'll go after their transaction, their financial transaction, because most of those guys, they transact with the American dollars and they transact using Visa card and MasterCard, and so it goes through American financial institutions. They have the names of these people. These people are in the federal government of Nigeria, the sponsors of this Fulani Jihad, the genocide in Nigeria. They are in the state government as governors. They are amongst the traditional institutions, from the top echelon of the Islamic traditional institutions in Nigeria to the Emirates, all the emirs. All these chiefs around in Nasarawa State are also involved. So the United States, so every patriotic Nigeria, those of us who call for this designation as the most patriotic Nigeria, because we want a solution. The solution was at hand and the government could not use it for political correctness, still protecting the sponsors of these killings. So right now with this designation, it is a notice to the entire world that genocide of Christians is happening in Nigeria. And other countries in the European Union, the United Kingdom, and Canada will also act. So we are very happy with this designation. And right now, after this designation, we are going to continue following this matter to make sure that the other repercussions are put in place. Sanction of these guys, blocking their accounts everywhere, freezing their assets, naming them, and possibly arresting them in some other countries. So we will not relent. We want to thank everybody involved in this. We want to thank all the priests, the pastors, the religious leaders, the political leaders who were able to be brave enough to call for this. And I'll just tell you that, look, the entirety of this designation did not come so moto by President Trump or Ted Cruz just doing it on their own. It came because of our cries. And the cries continues until when the sponsors of this terrorism and genocide are all arrested and put in prison, and then our people are made to return back to their ancestral land and claim their homes and live in peace and worship in peace. That is the list of what we're saying. So when President Trump is saying this is the list, the designation is just the list, there are a lot of things coming. The sponsors should brave up. They should brace us. There are a lot of things coming. This is just a list according to President Trump. Some of us know the list. And finally, you know, these people will be talking in Nigeria. They thought they are deceiving the United States, but they are deceiving themselves. You find these people say, no, Nigeria, there's nothing like Christian genocide going on. There's peace, there's this, there's that. Look, the United States is the compendium of every intel happening in Nigeria. Everything happening up to your house, those guys have the information. For goodness sake, you are using their technology. You are using the phone. You are using the SIM card that has the chips. You are using electronic passport, e-passport, satellite imageries. You think those of you, the sponsors, you think you make secret calls by making encrypted calls through WhatsApp? They own the WhatsApp. They own the messenger. If you want to use even satellite phones, they own it. They own this technology. They know all these things. So you begin to deceive yourself that, oh no, this is not happening. They know all these things. I've sat down with many of them. I've heard them inform me about Nigeria to the extent that I never knew Nigeria existed that way. So once again, we want to thank President Trump very well. We want to thank everybody involved in this. Bishop Anagbe of Makurdi Diocese, equipping the persecuted, Jeff Saul, Mike Arnold, Doug Barton, Emmanuel Ogebe, my guy Steve Enada in Atlanta, you know, the Igbo veterans in the Nigerian, in the American service, you know, they are known as AVIT, you know, Association of Veterans of Igbo in Diaspora, you know. And many of these other guys, kudos to all of us and the fight.
bó ṣe rí náà nìyẹn ìjọba Amẹ́ríkà ní àwọn fẹ́ wá kojú àwọn mùsùlùmí torí a rí pásítọ̀ kan ní òkè ọya náà tó ń kígbe tatata tó ń kígbe Trump lójoojúmọ́ wọn náà fẹ́ wá kojú àwọn mùsùlùmí tó ń kojú kìrìsìtẹ́nì kì í ṣe mùsùlùmí nìkan náà ń pa lóòótọ́ wọ́n ń pa àwọn ẹlẹ́sìn mùsùlùmí anywhere tán bá wọ̀ wọn ò fẹ́ mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ kìrìsìtẹ́nì ní ẹ o tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá wọ́n á pa gbogbo yín dànù ní kò kàn wọ́n o ṣùgbọ́n ṣé ìjọba Nàìjíríà ló kọ̀wé sí wọn kan wá ní láti wá kojú wa àbí àwọn ló kọ̀wé wọn pé àwọn fẹ́ ṣe good Samaritan ìyẹn ni ẹ wo ohun tó ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin Gaza àti Israeli ìjà ọ̀nà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń paná ẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ ṣó tẹ̀ tí ì tán ni ẹ wo ti Russia àti Ukraine wọn ò máa rí nǹkan ṣe sí why Nigeria ẹni apákàlà ńlẹ̀ dì mọ́ why Nigeria ojú wọn ràn mọ́ nǹkan wa torí ẹ bá lọ wo economic US ó ti lọlẹ̀ wọ́n ti ní problem pẹ̀lú economic wọn nítorí àwọn nǹkan tó ń rí láfíríkà Áfíríkà ti lajú irú nǹkan tó ń wà ńlẹ̀ ń sí ló yẹ kí ìjọba Nàìjíríà kan kọ́kọ́ lọ pàdé àpòpọ̀ mọ́ Traoré pẹ̀lú Russia pẹ̀lú àwọn China pẹ̀lú àwọn Thailand pẹ̀lú àwọn kí ló ti pè Japan àwọn alágbára ayé wọ̀nyẹn àwọn tó yẹ kí Nàìjíríà lọ sábà nìyẹn kì í ṣe Amẹ́ríkà o ẹ bá lọ wo àwọn ìlú tí Amẹ́ríkà ẹ wo ohun tó ti ṣe ẹ wo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ káàkiri gbogbo ìlú tí Amẹ́ríkà ti lọ́wọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ wọn wọ́n á máa jẹ wọ́n á máa fẹ́ ẹni bọ́dẹ̀ ṣe wà yẹn mo nígbàgbọ́ pé wọ́n ti wà nínú Nàìjíríà ẹ wo ohun tó ń lọ káàkiri ojú ayé everybody ń sọ títí ẹ lọ wo orí àwọn platform different perspective lóríṣiríṣi ní àwọn kan ní Ọlọ́run ṣeun kó máa bọ̀ ó wà nínú fọ́nrán tẹ wò tán yìí náà kó máa bọ̀ o àwọn kan nínú asáré tòkun bọ̀ ńlérí kíkan ní pé Donald Trump gbúdọ̀ wá sí Nàìjíríà ẹ wo ohun tí Gumi sọ ó yẹ ká kọ́kọ́ jókòó ká wo ọ̀rọ̀ tí Gumi sọ Gumi ẹgbọ́n tí Gumi sọ ẹ̀rín tó sọ ẹgbọ́n tó ó ní wọn gbúdọ̀ wá sí Nàìjíríà àwọn tó jẹ́ pé àwọn bàbá ìsàlẹ̀ Boko Haram nìyẹn o but I bet you tí àwọn people bá wá sí Nàìjíríà this is another perspective mo fẹ́ kẹ́ máa di ọ̀rẹ́ mi o àwọn tó ní ọwọ́ sí agbésùmọ̀mí wọ́n ní list orúkọ wọn sọ́wọ́ ìjọba Amẹ́ríkà wọ́n ní list orúkọ àwọn agbésùmọ̀mí olórí wọn nínú ìjọba Nàìjíríà wọ́n ní sọ́wọ́ wọ́n máa lọ fetch gbogbo wọn jáde wọ́n á dẹ̀ freeze account wọn dẹ̀ lè move out of that Nigeria. This is one of the things tí mo ronú lé lórí. Ṣé ká dákẹ́ bí lè kí Fúlàní máa pa wá lọ ni kọ́ máa gbẹ̀mí wa ẹ mọye ìlú tí wọ́n ti gbà ẹ mọye ilé tí wọ́n ti gbà ẹ mọye àwọn ẹni tí wọ́n ti pa fámìlì wọn run ṣé ká continue belé ni àbí kí ìjọba Amẹ́ríkà kó gbà wá sílẹ̀ ohun ìbéèrè àmúlò mi nìyẹn o kẹ́ fi sí comment section ṣé kún Amẹ́ríkà èwo lẹ prefer kí Amẹ́ríkà kún colonize wa kún recolonize wa kún kó wa lóko ẹrú ẹ má jẹ́ kí lò lóyìnbó ṣé kí Amẹ́ríkà kó wa lóko ẹrú àbí kí Fúlàní kí wọ́n pa wá run kán gbalẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ wa èwo là ń fẹ́ nínú méjèèjì kò jù báyìí lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbèrò jù báyìí ẹ ṣeun.